Hi everyone. Well, I'm just going to go through quickly how I've produced these little nature slides to go into the Atlas Botanica journal. So this one I'm going to stick directly on one of the pages, and it's got a double piece of cardboard with a lovely rose leaf in there, and this one is going to be one that you can pick out, so I'll put it in a pocket or something. So it's quite a simple process, and you can find it done many times on YouTube, but this is just how I've made mine. Now you can buy these little frames, I believe, on eBay or Amazon, but I've got so much cardboard I thought I would try and make them myself. So what I did was cut out a square of cardboard and then measured the frame I wanted, and then with a scalpel and a metal ruler I just took out the centre. And once I'd done that, I'd had a template, so I could go ahead and make several of them. They're a little bit fiddly, but not too bad. So what I've done with one of them, you see on here, is I've just painted or splashed paint on to make it look sort of vintage and old. Same with this one, but I thought what I would do is make a leather look frame. Now I achieved that leather look. I don't know if you saw my wallet on YouTube, but I achieved it by using shoe polish and just wiping it over the cardboard. So quite a simple process. Got to be a bit careful about which cardboard you choose if you choose to use an old box, because some of the cereal boxes have a sort of a coating on them, and this effect, the shoe polish, won't take to it. So that's the general idea. I'll do both sides of those. So this one I've already done, and then just let it dry for a little while. Now the flowers I've used are flowers from my garden that I've pressed, and I used the method, if you saw in the last video, that Nina Ribena uses, which is to iron them between wax paper. So I've got the link below again if you want to see how she does that, because not much point me showing you how I did it, because she does such a good video on it. So I'm planning on putting this between these two frames, and it will have a lovely translucent look to it. But of course it's not going to be very protected. So what I need to do is to put some plain white napkin over the top and use a PVA and water solution just to keep those in place. And I'll just get that all ready and then we'll do that right now. Now this paper is the wax paper that I use to press, and I haven't taken the flower off completely because it was I can with forceps, but I thought, well, as I'm going to use it on the paper I may as well leave it stuck firmly there. So I'm using white tissue. It's just a napkin, part of the napkin that I've just peeled away, and but you could equally use a coloured tissue, or you know, a brown tissue, or even one with I think I've got all these layers off. Even one with a pattern on. Good. Or you know, some of the napkins you can have writing on, script. That's quite nice. But I'm just going to use this white one because I want the translucent look. And all you need is a fairly soft brush, and I've mixed up some PVA glue with water. Don't ask me the exact measurements, I'm not very good at that. I just put some glue in and put almost double the water, but that's why I'm not very good at making cakes. I'm not very exact, but this seems to work for me anyway, so just be very careful about adding it to your paper. And just go around trying to keep the air bubbles out. You do end up with a few wrinkles, it's inevitable, but that's all part of the aged look. You can see the colours are coming out nicely. And that'll dry quite clear. Just tap the air bubbles out. So I'm just going to leave that to dry, and then we'll come back and I'll do this one off camera, and we'll come back and when it's dry and see the next stage. Okay, well, they've dried nicely, so I've just got to take the paper off, which I just tear around the edge. There's no need to ink up with these because they're going to go in the frame, of course. So but what I do like to do, because I've got it on the wax paper and the tissue over the top, so it's the colours have dulled a little bit, so I use what I call a felt tip and just go over some of the colours just to make them stand out a little bit. And also with the blues there. just a little bit, just to make an outline. So I'll do all that off camera because it's quite detailed work and I have to get quite close with my eyesight as it is, and then I'll come back when I've finished, and then we'll put them in the frames. Okay, so I've cut these flowers out now so that the paper is just a little bit smaller than the frame, and this one I'm going to double frame, and again I've cut it so that it's just slightly smaller, and all I'm going to do is put a little bit of, just use some wax paper here a minute, use a little bit of Prit glue stick, and then because this is a double frame I'm just going to put a bit round there. Pop it down there. And then this one over the top. There we are, and then we have that translucent appearance there. Just got to tidy those bits up a little bit. And the same with this one. I'll just put a little bit of glue. Around the edge. And there we are. That's those two finished. Ready to go in the book. Okay, so I'm going to do some other things with the pressed flowers. I've put some through the laminator, and I've got some lavender there, and this is the little passion flower, and I'm probably going to put some paper behind that one with a little frame, but I'll do that on another video. And then I've got some fern that I may put in a frame. I haven't decided what sort of paper to put behind it yet, so I'll show you that on another video. But I'm really pleased with these, and it hasn't, well, it hasn't quite stuck, hasn't been too difficult to do. The frame, cutting out the frame was the hardest bit, I think. I think they look quite effective in the journal, along with these ones I did before. Okay, that's all for today then. Hope you've enjoyed that, and I'll be back again with another video. Please press the subscribe button if you'd like to see some more, and take care of yourselves. Bye for now.